The Athletics Association of Guyana will have no rest for the end of year festivities, with the Commonwealth Games being right around the corner. Newsroom Sports sat down with the president of the Athletics Association, Hutson, and he shared his ideologies of where the AAG stands with the team, as well as outlining some of the guidelines set by the Guyana Olympic Association.
Guyana's been showing good progress over the years, particularly in the 400 meters, as you would know. And I think one of the good things that we were looking at is if we could have gotten a 4x4 team out there. Now, if we put out a 4x4 team, it means, I would say, even if you're sending minimum 4 male athletes, but they're kind of showing that we've been getting at the female end, I mean, what does that leave us with? I don't know what the selection policy is of the GOA, but they told us 5 slots and we're going along with that 5. If we do come up with 4 athletes minimum who are doing good at the 400, I think we may go back to the GOA and ask for that extra slot, see if they could at least give us 6. Even in their letter to us, when they stated 5, they even were clear on the gender. And being clear on the gender, you want in 3 male and 3 female and 2 male, puts us in a real bad spot.
With the Guyana Olympic Association questioning the tardiness of the AG in recent weeks, along with highlighting the fact that they have the final say in any team selected by the AAG, Hutson shared his thoughts on the issue.
And I think sometimes you see creeping in the GOA probably trying to usurp the authority of the AAG as it relates to athletics, as against working with us for the development of athletics. We need to guard against that seriously. But I think sometimes, the GOA objective going into a particular championship may be different to our objective. We may be looking at development while they may be looking at medals, or vice versa. But at the end of the day, the AG is going to put together a good team, and we're going to make sure that whatever our decision is clearly communicated to the GOA, why we selected the people we selected, and hope that we can look at each other, across the table and come up with something that is truly beneficial for Guyana and not necessarily the one entity or the other.
Meanwhile, Hutson was in limbo on the composition of the team owing to the guidelines of the GOA, as well as the time of year the Commonwealth Games is being held.
The Commonwealth Games, honestly, have really hit us, as I said, at a real difficult time. And you don't know who is doing what. You can't base your selection based on last year. You don't know if athletes are injured. I mean, I even saw Mr. Yassin mention Compton Caesar. Now, I mean, how could you mention Compton and you still have Winston Jard and Troy Doris, and you give him a 2 male? I mean, for me, it creates a little bit of confusion in the minds of, one, the athlete, and also the thinking of the GOA as it relates to how the AAG must interpret statements like that. We are dealing with results coming out of schools nationals as well. And, we have to look at all those athletes. So I don't want to say, well, yes, I'm thinking along this line, or the AAG is thinking along this line, because it is difficult at this stage to come up with a 5-man team that is going to be pleasing to everyone. But I think our policy is what is going to be important.
There has been much focus on the Commonwealth team for athletics in the past week, and while Hutson did admit to both looking at the present and future of Guyanese, he noted that the AAG will seek to have the best team represent Guyana at the Games. The Commonwealth Games will be held in April of 2018 in Australia. Tristan Joseph, Newsroom Sport.